Client-Centered Theory by Kara Vogel. Who created client-centered theory? Carl Rogers. In 1902, he was born, and in 1987, he passed away. He was from a close and warm family life, but they were strict and had religious standards. He was the fourth child out of a total of 6. His childhood was lonely, and play was discouraged in his household. He turned into scholarly interest rather than social interest, and in college, he decided to turn towards clinical psychology. Client-centered theory was founded in the 1940s. It diverged from the traditional model of the therapist as expert and moved toward an empathic approach that empowered and motivated the client during the therapeutic process. Client-centered theory focused on how to best help the clients achieve their own goals and find their own answers rather than the therapist setting and dictating them to the client. 4 periods of development of the approach. Non-directive counseling provided a powerful and revolutionary alternative to the directive and interpretive approaches to therapy. Counselors avoided sharing personal information and instead focused on reflecting and clarifying the client's communications and intended meanings. During this time, counselors fell away from the counselor knows best idea. Client-centered therapy emphasized the client rather than the non-directive methods. The best way to understand a person is from their own internal frame of reference. 4 periods of development of the approach continued. Addressed the necessary and sufficient conditions of therapy. This characterized by openness to experience, a trust in the experience, internal evaluation, and willingness to process. This step also emphasized the role of the therapist as a facilitator of growing and honored the inherent power of the client. Lastly, the person-centered approach. The main source of successful psychotherapy is the client. Emotion-focused therapy, or EFT. Emotion-focused therapy was pioneered by Leslie Greenberg. It is designed to help clients increase their awareness of emotions and make productive use of them. EFT has 2 major tasks: to help those with little emotion access their emotions, and to help clients who experience too much emotion contain their emotions. EFT, or emotion-focused therapy, is a useful tool in a client-centered practice. Attributes that create a growth-promoting climate. Congruence, meaning genuineness or realness. Unconditional positive regard, meaning acceptance and caring. Accurate empathetic understanding, meaning ability to deeply grasp the world of the other person. By communicating these attributes, the therapist is encouraging their client to be more open to themselves and the world. The goals of a client-centered practice are assisting clients in achieving a greater degree of independence and integration, helping to better cope with problems as they are identified, and getting back behind the mask that is projected to the outside world. What is the role of the therapist in a client-centered practice? The role of a therapist is to encounter clients on a person-to-person level, to be persistent and available to the clients, focusing on their immediate experience.